Hello there, Ddraig back, and back with the Ask for Actions mod, and just a follow up to my video about my units, which of course I'll provide a link in the top right corner now if you want to go and check that out. Okay, so the campaign of Araby, what's it all about then? So I'll just take you through the basic things as I always do. Then I'll of course take you through the tech tree and the Grand Bazaar, which is two new things for. Well, the tech tree is not obviously new, but the style of it's quite new, and I thought I'd put the Grand Bazaar into that as well, so I'll put it as a separate section. But first, let's have a look at the main campaign. So, how does Araby play? Well, as you've seen, there's 3 legendary lords, if you haven't seen the video, and they've all got their own unique starting locations. First, we're going to look at it is the Sultan of Jafar, and here's the Sultan. So here's starting army. Not too bad. You get a Grand Bazaar. The ever useful Arabian flying carpets. Units of the heavy cavalry, which are really useful. A couple of archers, the Jazils, which do ridiculous damage, and Araby warriors. So not bad starting army. Starting location is reasonable. It's probably one of the tougher ones. I think out of the 3, this is the second hardest. There's one more which is hard, and there's one that's not too bad. I've played a bit. I'll show you one campaign at the end, which is actually one of these from this faction, and I've screwed it up. But I might as well show it because I haven't got time to start again, unfortunately, this weekend. And I've been doing other stuff in the week, as you've seen, with the other white YouTube videos. So, let's start off with the old building browser. We'll go through that quickly. So as you can see, you get your Corsairs from the port. You got the various infantry units there. Next is a caravan stop, so this is where you get all the cavalry. Quite a powerful tree this, because you get at tier 4 you get war reference, which is quite interesting. I thought it'd be a tier 5 unit, but there you go. And you got this artillery, and the extra special Jazils, which are right at the top because they are that powerful. And you got the more horseback find. So that's more monsters than cavalry. This is the pure cavalry. So nomads, Jaguar champions, Turk riders. Actually got a bit of a mix, haven't they? Camel rider with bulls, maybe Nogas, Saffron warriors, and the camel riders with seals. Now you need that to do with that, and then you got the giant up top, Genie and the Kalmianar, and now the casters with the flying carpets and the dervishes. And at the far right hand side, you got the assassin, the Hawash Hashan, the slaves, and the pit fighters. So it's not too bad. These unique buildings, I don't think there's anything ridiculously unique. These are slave traders, this is slave markets, this is quite unique. Like for Dark Elves, they have exactly the same slave mechanic. So Araby is on the backbone of slaves, unfortunately, so you need to recruit them. Well, maybe not recruit is the right word, but you know what I mean. And then you got the Harem and some more campaign bonuses. So that's the building tree. Let's go a bit deeper into the actual game mechanics itself. So I'll go into that and that separately. So the slaves work exactly the same way you would with the Dark Elves. So you got your max slaves, you got how many current slaves, capacity, etc, etc. And this is one of your main sources of income. But if you play the Dark Elves, you understand that mechanic, and of course for each settlement you can request additional slaves and no more slaves. As you can see, we have the start here of the Bretonia. Bretonia is a bit of a problem right at the start, and I believe you've got Bretonia right at the bottom here. Yes, you do. You got the Mark's Island, is it? That Thega's entry. There we go. And to the east, we got the Tomb Kings and all them. So as locations go, it's not bad. Bretonia is quite strong at the start because that army is quite big. It's at 8 strong, and you've still got the garrison, which is not too big. Well, it's actually 8 strong, so it's not too bad. But anyway, so there you go. That's Sultan of Jafar, and that's the basic campaign mechanics. Let's move on to the next legendary lord. So here we are with the next legendary lord. So it is, of course, Fantadia or Fantadia, and so this is the next starting location. So this is a bit more southeast of where we were before with the Sultan. It's a bit considered a bit more easier starting place. You've got to the left, you've got the Tomb Kings. Down here, you've got more Tomb. You've got the Undead down there. More Tomb Kings to the left. Down in the south, we've got. Is that one of your? I think it is, isn't it? Quata and yes, it is. Casabar. So you own both of those. That'll start. That's quite handy. Like in the first one we showed in the Sultan, we only had one actual capital or one province. Well, access to one province. So you've got 2 provinces with 1 building in each. The actual army, starting army, is not too bad. Do just get some Araby nomads, which is the stronger version of the archers, which you get in the roster, which is a good start. Camorances, not the greatest, but not too bad. Then you got the Camel Riders with bows, again, not the greatest, not too bad though. Giant Scorpion, and a War Elephant, which is worth its weight. Well, its weight. A superb unit that is. And you got a Arabian Spearman, which is the basic Spearman. So it's not a bad starting army. It's reasonable, I would say. I prefer something better than the Camorances, I have to admit. And those Jazeels do so much work, which is on the Ars faction. I would prefer them personally. Right, so just do a quick look at the starting location for each edge of the Ord. So that's the second one, and we'll go on to the third one now. And yes, the edge of the Ord, of course, is Golden Magnus. So this is just the starting location. Now here, it's considered very hard, this one, because you're right next to the Vampire Coast. Exactly, you're bordering the High Elves. You've got options, but it's a really interesting starting location. Starting location. Anyway, the Golden Magnus. Here's his starting army. So have a quick look for this. So Dervishes, so quite high tier infantry. So Pit Fighters, again, reasonably high tier. Corsairs, not so much. Maybe Warriors, which are not bad, which is your basic run of the mill. Then you got some Jazeels, brilliant. Camarana, even better. Some Flying Carpets and some Promethean Hatchlings, which of course the Magnus has access to. Also, he does have this building tree, which is the ship building tree like you've seen in Norska and such like. So this has been implemented by Shaky Rivers. So at the start you got the Arabian Bowman, those are Arabian Warriors, and then you got the Jazeels at the top, and down there you got the Magic Genie, Promethean Hatchlings, and the Camarana, Arabian Flying Carpet, and then of course the magic users there. So let's have a quick look through this. So at the top you got the hero capacity increase. Top Garden Royal, so this is over movement bonuses. Then we've got Terror, dropping upkeep, which is quite powerful, minus 30% is pretty decent. Then you got the Ship's Hold, increase a bit of cash. Heavy Ballast, Pirate Group, Pirate Crew Growth even. And then we got Bronze Cannons, give you Zufbar 42 pounders, so just to give you an army ability to blast whoever you're fighting off the map. Then we got Magician's Lookout, so another abilities, couple of abilities there. And finally got the Minaret of Frames, so equipment rank +4 for Arabian Flying Carpet, Genies and Threats, Winds of Magic, Casualty Punishment, and a Summon the Sultan of Flame. All very powerful. I'll just have a quick look at this. I don't think there's anything different. In the previous one, I didn't bet we could Tomb Kings in that, with that faction as well, by the way. A few units. I didn't go for the building tree, but they are there. So this is where you get your Watching Prometheans from, and all the rest are the same, I think, by the looks of. Yes, it is. So there you go. Brief look at the Golden Magnus here. And now onto a tech tree. So here we are. It's not a pretty decent tech tree. Remember, of course, it's all created by Shaky Rivers on the team. So let's have a look. Start from the top left-hand corner. So we've got research rate +5% and public order. Onto leadership +3. And then you got some hero capacity. And crew rank of the Arabian Askars. Abortion of slavery. So instead of relying on slavery, you can abort it. Abrogation, sorry. Tribal rights. And the study of divine. Study of giants, upkeep, -40% for giants is quite powerful. Academia. And the Golden Age. Income plus 10%, construction cost, and income for trade, and income for ports. Very powerful. It's not a good reason to do that, to be honest. I suppose if you don't need the trades, when you get to a certain point, you don't need them, possibly. A bit of leadership on public order is quite significant, but that's quite a huge drop off of income. That's an option. Right, bottom left. Public order minus 15% due to the presence of Oyaka corruption. For modern tombs, bit cash to replenishment, always handy. That's the assassin. And the nomads. So increased damage of the Grand Bombards even. Jazeels and Camel Jazeels. Not like they need much more damage, to be honest, they really hit hard. Ebon Mortis. I'm not sure. As far as I know, he can't recruit those some things, and that's definitely wrong, so I think that needs to be edited. So let's move on to the right. So we got pure breeds, upkeep increased, but much more damage, but more melee attack and defense, and recruitment rank plus 3. That's quite powerful, but war offense is obviously expensive. Winds of Magic starting amount, or armies, that's very powerful, and cooldown minus 50%. That's really good. That one. Camel barding, more armor for all the camels. Water clock. Income from industry and research rate. Archaeology, research rate, and Tomb King stuff. Income from industry plus 10 and recruitment cost. Now the way of the bow. I always like to have increased damage on your archers. Shock and awe, even more damage on the Jazeels. Again, we don't really need it. Rank of file. That covers quite a lot of units, so that's worth getting for only 6 turns. I would get that quite early on. Savage ways, bit more melee attack. And for nomads and speed, not a massive amount needed, that isn't, I don't think. It's not too bad, but the maybe nomads are quite quick anyway. I suppose that is all the actual horse cavalry, so that's pretty decent. Don't know if it's got the same as the camels though. Maybe? Not sure. Then we got that I can't even begin to say. Hassan's order, more nomad increases, so bonuses. Cartography. Obviously increases your movement, ambush success, and then more casualty replenishment. So that's pretty decent. So that's the tech tree. So onto a new mechanic, the Grand Bazaar. So let's go quickly go through it, even though it's quite big, so it might not be that quickly. But all I'm going to do, go down each, just pick out a few highlights that I think are quite decent. So let's get started. So the first two, pretty much the standard hero ones. I won't put anybody else. Hammer of Desert, that's pretty decent. Sundering attacks is always strong, and it got plus 14% strength, which is nice. Definitely another good hero weapon. Get a bit more interested now with the Corsairs and Promethean Hatchlings. Plus 6 melee attack, really handy. And minus attrition, 50%, which is really strong. And some melee attack as well. That's just an overall brilliant item for 3,000. There's so much stuff. Ditto for that if you face the vampire coasts. Bit of regeneration and immunity to vampiric attrition, which is really nice. Bonus to charge plus 20, and some missile strength, all units and range, always handy, that type of thing. Quite expensive, and elven trinkets, so that's quite difficult to get, and you need to steal them. Diminishing returns. Lost my train of thought. Armor piercing weapon damage plus 12, melee attack plus 14, plus 18%. Not too bad at all. Pretty strong. Passive ability, what was that? That's ridiculous. Constant? That's got to be a bug, because that's redonkulous. Disabled, active in me, that's just too strong, I think. Frenzy as well, yeah. Probably a bit too strong. Might need a bit of the old nerf bat on that one. Enables poison attacks, game corruption, plus 35 armor piercing weapon damage, that's pretty strong. Weeping Blade, bit of a scathing influence, obviously. Then we got passive ability, minor damage, and a melee restores health, and plus 80% base weapon damage. Interesting. So disabled if engaged in melee. So is it constant? And if you engage in melee, that's interesting. That's a very interesting weapon. Actually, it's got a plus and negative. Makes it a bit more unique, and not too bad at all. A bit of a summon there at the end. So the armor, standard stuff, Nice bit of melee defense for 1,500. That's a bargain. Any wins of magic? It's not too bad. Bit of armor as well though. Not exactly sure how great that is. If it's a bit bigger then it'd be a bit better. Weapon strength, more vampire stuff. Nice double experience, that's quite good. Immune to psychology, that's very good. Quicksand, good, very good ability if you haven't got caster in your army. And a good bit of armor as well, to be fair. Nice ward save and fighting against walls of chaos. That's not too bad. That's pretty decent. Divine healing, yeah. Bit of a heal and plus attack. Yeah, it's nothing special, but it's alright. Good bit of leadership. Leadership always good with any army, and especially with the Araby, as they have a lot of your leadership units. So that's pretty decent. Nice constant debuff. I have a constant debuff. Just makes life much easier. And unbreakable as well. Scorpion armor. Poison attacks. That's not too bad. Gorgon Square. Yeah. Another hex. Cannot move. 16 seconds. Very powerful. Ooh, 60 meter radius. That's pretty decent actually. Quite expensive to get though. Onto the middle one. Yeah. Anything boost units like I said before. Death Bow. That's pretty decent. Nice bit of weapon strength against the vampires and cool. Enemy leadership -8, leadership +8. That's pretty cool. That's quite strong, that is. Cooldown on the spells. That's really nice. Banishment. Very good. And flame attacks. That's really handy against that niche thing. Constant replenishment. Very nice. Divine healing. That's really good actually. That's really strong. Curse of Jinn. Yeah. Good curse. Always good. Shaman's Tent. Spell Sunstrike. I suppose always good. That's nice and cheap at 4. A few magic resistance items. Ooh, that's better. That's a better one. Wind's Power, Urgic +15. And Starlight +12. That's really powerful. That's a really good one. Beat with a Black Star. Moonstone. I remember a computer game called Moonstone. Very violent if memory serves. For its time. +10 leadership. Stalk and Unspottable here. Very nice. +10 ward save for those units. Pretty powerful. And extra campaign and extra +20% ring. But speed even. Very nice. Found by June. That's another Stalk one. That's good. Tobacco Scope Screen. Yeah. That's always decent if you keep the person who's holding it next to your main army. Ideal for hero possibly. Or for the Ord if he's a melee focus one. That's a huge resistance, 40%. And that's the exact opposite. See, I would get... Where has he gone? That one over that one every single time. No matter what. I think that's a bit overpriced really. It's good, it's very good. Like if you go against the vampire counts, that's going to be absolutely brilliant because no magic, they can't heal. So, but yeah, I still go for the other one. Right, the last one. More Winds of Magic, yeah, even better. Oh, even better one. A magic resistance. Ooh, that 10% for all units, pretty decent. Sandstorm, +5 battle speed for maybe no. They're pretty quick. Sandstorm is nice though. Raised Dead, interesting. That's interesting. Vampire Corruption, just regen. Oh, and Buried Doom and Darkness. That's quite nice. Some nice, niche ones in here, to be fair. Wow. What the hell is that? Ivory. That's a bit wrong. So it's like elephants. +50% plus blimey. That's ridiculous. But massive miscast. Oh, that's really good. See, that's what I reckon some really powerful should have. Yes, you can have these, but you're gonna have a big mischance of miscasting. Good, I like that. Upkeep +75% for all units, all actions faction wide. What the hell does that do? Your final transmutation, which is a decent spell. Income for orders +50% all provinces. Does that bounce out? Kind of interested to see if that actually would bounce out. Is that actually a benefit or debuff to get that? Don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think I'll get that. No, that's just not worth it. Charge wounds, that's probably good. Put that on if you're on an elephant. Got pretty melee defense anyway when you're on an elephant, so yeah, I'll tip to that one. That's good as well. -9. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Curse of Jinn, Base Summon Serpent Jinn, and very nice to have too. Yeah, I like that feature. Grand Bazaar. I quite like a icon there. That's quite cool. Right. On to the next thing. So onto the skill trees now, and we'll start off with the Sultan of Jafar. Interesting character himself. As you see, he's about to start a campaign, so I've got some skill points to play with. So let's have a good look at this, because I need to go into depth, because I think these are pretty unique. I haven't looked at all of them yet. I've had a bit of a playthrough with this character, so I know roughly what it's about, but let's have a go. So, Root Marcher, so he's all pretty standard stuff. That is quite handy, by the way, in this army. Untainted. How much is that? Yeah, plus 30% yours. That's really powerful. Annual Strike, Steward of the Realm, bit of growth. Yeah, all the usual stuff there. Ooh, nice BF, that's income for industry. Yeah, it's not too bad. So now we've got the various buffs for the army, of course. Plus 3% of yours army. That's pretty decent. What's that to? 9%? Yeah, that's not too bad. Sand Dwellers. That's a bit too niche for me. Initially, we plan to keep this, keep Sultan in the desert areas. I think that'd be a bit too niche though. That's quite nice. How does that go to? 12%. That's not bad. More missile damage for those damages heals. They don't need it. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. That's handy. And the Royal Army. That's not too bad. Then we got Rowdy, and then we got all the usual just buffs depending on what rank they are. All very nice. And what's the last one? Standing Ground, yeah. Classic. Okay, so these are the spells you can use. So you can take quite a nice mix here. I quite like that. So you could pick the ones that are particular for how you want to play your Sultan, or Jafar. So you got Spirit Leech, Life Leeching, Working Mirrors. So you got all the 3 basic ones, so you don't have to choose any of them. So if you want to save your points, you just want to go down, just get the magic ones. So these are good. Like, which one would I take out of those? Let's have a quick look. Honestly, I would probably take that Life Leeching. That's quite decent. It's not too bad, to be fair, but that is just a nice improved power recharge. Life Leeching for 25 seconds. Yeah, it comes at a price, but yeah, I like that priority. And then you just choose whichever one of these you want, all the usual ones. Like those are the new ones. And we got his own personal abilities, so they're Charge, Parade, and Standard, etc. All the usual ones. Foe Seeker, and there was a bit more unique ones. So Unbridled Ambition, +1 all provinces income from post-show. That's quite nice. Slavemonger, really cheap cost. Income from slaves 10%. That's quite nice. And Slave Decline. That's really nice. 50% captured post-battle. That's really good. That's really powerful. Arabian Guard, -20%. That's really good. That type of upkeep drop is quite rare. Cunning Charisma. Income for trade. That's pretty decent. Desires of Conquest. Yeah, that's just fighting against everything. And pain movement range. Yeah, decent. Will of Jafar. That's his global buff. Yeah. It speaks for itself. So that's pretty decent. Serpent Staff, not bad, but that's really powerful. That's really good. Going to Camel or Royal Elephant. I think Elephant wins overall, but yeah. Conspiracy of Evil. That's quite interesting. I don't know if I can notice that when I was playing through it. Debate relationships. That's really good. That makes it. You can make him a bit more unique. You can follow a totally different path in the next playthrough. That's nice. Holy Iron. It's always good. And Word of the One. Not too bad at all. Right, let's go on to the next skill tree. So, on to the next skill tree, and here we are. So, all of the usual ones down the bottom here, which we've now seen on the previous yard. I don't think there's anything new. Oop, I can't slide. There we go. I think it was different, but other than that, and these are all going to be exactly the same, I think. Yeah. Bone Master, yeah, so do armor. What's the last one? Yeah, Standing Guard. That's all exactly the same, and these are going to be exactly the same as well. So, no point going over them too much. Because we've just been over it, let's go to the more interesting ones. So this was the buff for marksman skills. And she's very powerful when it comes to this type of thing. Plus 15% there. Plus 12% speed, but ammo as well. See, I'll just take it just for ammo. Speed, not much of a problem. So how fast does that get up to, actually? Plus 12%. Is that 1, is it? It's hardly anything. It's hardly anything. Short and true. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't ever seen that in a unit skill tree. And my unit guide. When I was redoing it. That's quite nice. It's only small, but it is quite nice. And Desert Huntress. Cooldown, yeah, nice. United Leadership, so plus research, which is really good. And tax, that's really nice. Nomad Cavalry, yeah, ammunition for arranged. Yep, that's really nice. Public Order, Casualty Management, and Untainted. That's why I just noticed that. So they've got obviously all, like, since her arrival at Scythe Yarns, etc, etc. I have how their modders put like a bit of extra bit of lore into each one as well. It just adds a bit of flavour to it. I really like that. It's a nice touch. And they all, pretty much all of them do it. Anybody who makes skill trees do it. I know SFO does that bit type of thing as well. So it's a nice touch. Straightforward command, that's quite good. I like that one. And better AI, that's really good. Income from trade, construction costs for all buildings, local province. It's always a bit situational that. Do you want to keep this character at the back? I'm dubious. In patrolling your own province, I suppose actually thinking about it, when she takes over a new one, she can help get that going off a bit cheaper. So yeah, in that case it's pretty good. Doesn't fade, can't argue with that. Her braids, which are really good, that's decent. And really to reduction, that's quite cool. Warhouse and her personal mount. And numbers across here, protect the order. Yeah, pretty decent at the edge of the order. I like that one. On to the next. And another skill tree. We come with the Golden Magnus, which is quite a unique one, which I really like to see. So, let's get started. So, all the ones, we got a bit more to change in this one, because as you've seen when I did a quick overview of his campaign, he has, of course, flagship growth. So, room archer, so he gets flagship growth up to 6. Always handy. I like to get that quite high early on. Reassuring and fervent. Irrepressible. Lightning Strike. Steward of the Realm. That's more growth. 36. That's really high. That is. Yurt and Renowned Feared. Pretty much a standard one. Over these edge rewards. Spy and Presence. And we got some. Well, these are actually all the same as the usual ones. Looking at them. Which we've seen a few times already. Yeah, they are. Just quickly check the last one, which should be standard ground, I think. Yes. Yeah. All the same. Excellent. So, got Wishmaster, Kindred Flame, Kiss of Deep, or Roaring Skies. Now, I presume you can have all of them by the looks of it. You can. It doesn't say anything about yocking anything out, so that's quite cool. Way about rank 9. About the start, you can have Tide Call, Denizens of the Deep, so that's a Rotten Promethean summon. We can take any of these, so we can take all of these. That makes it pretty powerful. And Master of Jin. I think that's just summing 1, isn't it? Oh, number uses 2 for bound spell fireball, and summons a genie. That's quite nice. And you can get that quite early on. Yeah, 5-6 points in. Of course, you get in at the start. You get 2 apparently. That's quite nice. Extra Mins of Magic, which is really good. Sultan of the Seas, magic item plus 15, casualty, that's decent. Income Radiant, that's really quite nice, plus 16%. Old but Gold, that's cool. Speed, yeah, good. Nothing special but good. Arcane Conduct, speaks for itself. Whenever do you get these? 8, okay. In the Changes Sphere, cooldown minus 20%. Trying to get into Zinch, is he? Nice. Masters of Sorcery, that's really good. The Framing Scimitar, very nice. Orc Robes. Camel. Yeah. Do you choose a camel? Or you gotta choose a skiff. Not bad starting though. Protector of the Order and Ward of your one. And there we go. And that's the Golden Magnus skill tree. Okay, I just wanted to take a quick look at this is a normal standard Yord. Now, as I said in my unit video, if you saw that, there were 2 types. There was a mage one and there was a warrior one. Now these are all actually the same character on the campaign, so like same Yord. So you just choose which one you want, depending on, of course, their personal abilities. Like this one's got more plus 12 to damage on zeals, etc, etc. So really powerful. But let's have a bit of a look over this because it's quite interesting. So you got Root Marcher, Eye Discipline, Bond Servant, all the various usual things you've seen a million times. Nothing quite unique there. Actually, it's very similar to the one I've just looked for. That ones I've just done previously, like Jafar and things. I think the last ability actually is a bit different. Yeah, it wasn't that one. Okay, next is all of the usual ones. So I think these seem to be similar to, yes they are. Rise of Dunes, yeah, that's the same, so it's standing ground. Alright, so this is interesting, so you can choose how to go around with your magical. Now, when I did the unit video, you only had a specific type. I think that's just for custom battles, where here you can really tailor your to exactly what you want. So, do you take a bit more health? Use the main trees from the main spells from the Your of Life? Your of Heavens, or you can go up to the Over Desert, I think it's called. You got Burning Hands as well, and you got Fireball. Then you got some fire abilities, and then the last big one. So pretty much choose one. Now I don't think this will York them out. I think, as far as I know. Oh yes, this will York. A knock on this will York Awakening of the Wood. So you can either choose that one or that one. Interesting. So you're basically locked into which one you want. So that sort of really tailors each one to where you're fighting and where you're going in the map. Interesting that. I do like that. I think more customization in these skill trees should be something that CA should have a look at in Warhammer 3. Whether they will, probably not. They've got a lot to do. But they've had 3 years, so fingers crossed. If not, the modders will come to their rescue, I'm sure. So let's go top one. Hardened by the Desert. So this is all his personal abilities. Unbreakable Faith. Unshakable Faith, sorry. That's quite good. 24 leadership. Oh, well, it actually knows how the leadership is. 70 is not actually that high. Interesting. The armour. You get oh, that's this the same thing, is it? Yes. So you can either choose that one or that one. So to pick down the other tree. What was that? Quote Champ. Armor piercing damage. Up to 18. Oh, that's nice. Smoke Dance. Yeah. Braided Shield. That's good. And Deadly Onslaught. That's very good. And Falcon Scimitar. Yeah. So you got either melee focused, or just more health or more deaths. Yeah. That's more defensive. That's more attacking, I would say. Crescent Amulet. Don't think I saw that. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. That was in my unit video. Jinn Hunter. Ability Summon. That's ability 21. Barb Griffin. You can put this one on a Griffin. That's quite cool. And Warrior Elephant. Protector of the Order. Give activations with the Order. Or so I must have missed that in the other one. Excellent. Well, I didn't see it in the one I just did. I just did Jafar before I started this one. Interesting. So, yeah, that's your standard Yord. So, onto my own personal campaign now, and as you've been seeing, I've been doing an ongoing campaign in which I've been uploading to YouTube, and I don't have huge amount of time in the evening. I had to play other games and stuff, and of course editing new videos and things like that. I did the battle replay, so I don't have much time, and I don't think I have time to replay this. So I wanted to. I think I'm going to try to put at least one overview video a few turns in, no matter how it goes. And as you can see, I've actually tried this fight, which is about to happen any second, and it doesn't go well because I've only got a very small army here. This is actually my capital, Haik, and I just haven't got enough men because I'm fearing these get some help. I'll do an end turn at the end just to show you what happened, see if it happens again. But the last 2 times somebody else has come and joined the fight. So it's only turn 21. And I've overstretched. Simple as. This praise here. Now these beastmen have been raiding that praise since turn 4. Turn 4, turn 5. They went straight up here, sat their beastman camp there, and just sat there, raiding happily away. And they've been sat there ever since. So don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I was going to try to take this place, but as you can see, the stack is pretty large, and it's now quite a decent garrison, so that's quite difficult. So I went west instead and took Kofa, and it wasn't too bad. That was quite an easy fight. I think. Can't remember who had it. I knew I had to start a war with them. Not sure who had it. Can't remember. Don't think it was Batonia. I think it was somebody else. But I took that. That was okay. I wanted to stretch out, get a bit of cash going, a bit of income coming, so I could build another army. So I went east and took Zandri, which I believe the Tomb Kings had. So I thought I'd go for war against the Tomb Kings because why not? And I fought off. Well, I did a sort of a bridge battle fight, or canyon, I think it was more. And I fought off quite a large Tomb King army. That was quite a good fight. I enjoyed that one. This army is so this is my main army. It's not too bad. Sultan is getting there. I've been going down his casting tree, just so I show you that. Go down there. You just seen that for the edge of the order, so I won't dwell on that. Got some cheap Corsairs, some Arabian Spearmen, and these are Araby Warriors, so those are my front line. Some Arabian Bowmen. These are just getting kills. They're getting a couple of hundred kills every match. Easy. These are phenomenally useful. In my unit guide I said they'd be useful, and they are very useful. They're so fast. You can shoot with them. They do decent damage. Or you can just do quick charges, pull them out. Very handy. Very flexible unit. Thankfully I haven't fought anybody who's got any type of air force. The Grand Bazaar I have not. It's okay. Problem is there's only one of them. It did mess up. They had a. I can't remember what the unit is called. One of the large units. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the Hierophant. It's the other one. The Sphinx. War Sphinx, is it? Something like that. Anyway, that one. It did mess up that. To be fair, it does about half a health by the time it got into range. So I could just finish off with my Jezeel, because they finish off everything. So it's all going well. Until I overstretched, and the Batonians have been a bit mean to me. And so this unit is going to attack me. Now this is a pretty strong unit. Bit OTT on the Peasant Bowman, I think AI. Just a smidge. I hope we're going to put some code in that stops them repeating so many cheap units. Now, like in theory, if I had a counter to this army, which I don't, if I had about 20 camo, unit of 5 or 6 camos, it'd be no problem. But I don't think I get any cavalry in this garrison. Yeah, I got 2. So I got cut mustard. He really isn't. So that's pretty much where I am. So like I said, I have tried to fight this battle, so let's do end turn, and I'll just show you what happens. I think I've only fought it once. Yeah, I had to go it once, I think. And I thought, there you go, see? That's what happened. I don't think actually we even bothered trying to fight it. See what I mean by Bowman? Look at that. That is ridiculous. I don't know if that's part of the mod. I don't think it would be. I think that's just. I don't think it's a mod at all. I think it's just the AI, which is a bit dodgy sometimes. I really just spammed a cheap army for this poor woman. And Manon. What's your name, Manon? Anyway, beside the point. So yeah. So I thought I'll end it there, and I thought I might as well just show you anyway, just because it gives you an idea of what's going on. I'll quickly show you what I do in my tech tree. Oh, they just. Are they fighting that, or are they just going to encircle me? Well, they are. Interesting. Maybe I might have a go with that. If I can get my units across, but I don't think I can. Oh, I treated. So they're just doing that now, are they? Now, that could be interesting. I didn't think about doing that. I just tried to. I went to the battle screen and I thought, this is ridiculous, and didn't even bother continuing it. Could I do it from on the walls? Possibly. Because those archers will be pretty much nerfed, really, there. That's more interesting. I can always bring this over to have a word. Interesting. Anyway, I might try that at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it informative, and I shall see you in my next one.